very excited to be back with a new look. I haven't done a talk through video in a while, and I really feel it when I don't do talk through videos. I feel like I don't feel connected with you guys as much as sometimes voiceover. It's a little bit easier because it's just like straight and to the point. I just don't think it's as fun. So I'm really excited to do a full talk through video, starting off with a little bit of face mist. The one that I'm using is from Urban Decay. This is the Quick Fix Hydro Charge Complexion Prep Priming Spray. So I should tell you guys, I actually filmed this entire tutorial. Oh my god. I have no idea what just happened. Try that again. I actually filmed this entire tutorial already. This is my second time filming it because the audio wasn't plugged in. My microphone wasn't plugged in, which is kind of crazy because in all of my years on YouTube, that's the first time that's ever happened. So I guess that's not too bad. Oh my god, this stuff smells amazing because it has coconut water in it. The first time I filmed this video, it was a true first impressions video because almost all the products that I'm using today were my first time using it. But now that I'm doing this twice, it's not really first impressions, but I'm gonna try to say the same thing that I said in the first video. So I was very impressed by this spray because it smelled amazing because of the coconut water. For primer, I'm using the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. So the first time I used this, I was very impressed by it because it comes out all foamy. It's kind of like a mousse. And it's really cold. I don't know why it's so cold, but it's like really, really cold. I guess that's why it's called cooling primer. It did leave my skin really smooth, and it was a really, really nice base underneath my foundation. It definitely minimizes the look of my pores. And it's kind of cool because Origins is a skincare product. It's not a makeup brand, but this is like a makeup product, so it's kind of cool. It works. So I'm actually gonna start with my eyes today, which I haven't done in a long time. I've been doing skin first and eyes second, but today I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Heat. That's what it's called, yes, Naked Heat palette, which was the first time I used the palette, the first time I filmed this. This is my second time now, but same idea. I had never used this palette before. I absolutely fell in love with it. This is a great palette to add to your makeup kit if you don't have it. I know it's been out for a while, but it's a really easy palette to use. And the look that I'm doing today is inspired by Hailey Baldwin. I haven't done a celebrity look in so long, so when I saw this picture of her, I fell in love with it. I knew I wanted to do it. I love these colors that she had on her eyes. This palette is the perfect palette to do this look with. I'm starting off with an eyeshadow primer. The one that I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light. I'm not super picky with eyeshadow primers. I don't think I've ever really used one where I was like, ooh, that's terrible. They're all pretty good. I do like this one because it's more of a nude color. So you don't get like a white shadow base at all on your lid. Pretty much matches my skin tone. It'll work with any eyeshadows that you pick. And since we are doing a smoky look, I'm gonna take a little bit along the lower lash line. So this palette, the Urban Decay Naked Heat, is filled with beautiful warm tone eyeshadows. They are all gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I'm starting off with this color right here, Sauced, for my crease. And the brush that I'm using is this really nice fluffy blending brush. It's from Sigma. You guys, you guys are gonna laugh. I've never owned any Sigma brushes before, and I just got a bunch and I love them. Of course I love them because they've been around forever and everybody uses them, and I've never used them before. Sometimes there's certain things that I'm so late on. It's kind of crazy. A lot of things that are in the YouTube world that I just never knew about. I knew about these brushes, but I just never tried them. Anyway, so this is the tapered blending brush, E35. This is a great brush to have in your makeup kit. It's like that perfect crease brush because it has like that really nice shape to it, so you could just get it right in your socket. I want this color to be super pigmented on, just packing that color on and really building it. And I love how this palette, all these colors work so beautifully together. So I'm just bringing this color up to my crease, and it's going to blend into that crease color seamlessly. You don't even need to really try. This is like total goof-proof makeup. It makes your life so easy. And then going back with that first brush and just blending that edge so it looks just really soft and blended. Love it. So now I'm going in with an even smaller brush for the darkest color that we're going to be using today. That color is Ashes. Using a small brush is the best way to control where you're applying the product. If you have a big brush, it can just go everywhere, and that is definitely not what we want. So this one has a little bit of a point to it. So I'm just getting it right in that outer crease. And because the brush is small, this is gonna avoid me looking crazy. Sometimes when you're doing like these intense looks, it's really all about the brush, I think. When I have the most product on my brush, so right when I dip into the palette, that's when I go right in the corner. But once there's less product on the brush, then I kind of bring my brush in towards the center of my lid, so it all just blends really nicely. But I don't want to do that when there's too much shadow. So just when there's a little bit of shadow left, I blend it inwards. Next, I'm taking this beautiful shimmery color. It is the color Scorched. I love that it has a little bit of shimmer iridescence to it. And what I like to do is I'm gonna wet a really flat shadow brush. So this brush is super flat now, which is great for eyeshadows that have more of a shimmery texture, but I am gonna wet it with that setting spray from earlier so there's less fallout, because I find that shimmery shadows tend to have way more fallout than matte shadows. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love this, you guys. That's gorgeous. So you could actually even do this with your finger probably. I would still spray your finger and then just apply it straight into the shadow. And then just applying the shadow kind of just brings everything together. So if you have anything that's not like blended perfectly, that's okay, because this will just make it all look very seamless. And I'm just keeping it from inner corner to about 3/4 of the way in. I don't want to cover up too much. I don't want my whole lid to be shimmery. I do want to tell you guys one little tip that's really saved me throughout my years in doing makeup. When you start with the eyes first and you don't have the rest of your face done, it's going to look crazy until you do your foundation. I remember back in the day, I would do my eyes first and then I would think, oh my God, this looks terrible. But then the second I do my foundation, it's like, oh my God, this looks amazing. So be patient, don't get nervous, just finish the whole look, especially once you do foundation and concealer and all that. The whole look comes together and your eye makeup will just pop and look incredible. So don't get discouraged, just push through. I'm taking the nude shadow. This is called Ounce, the lightest color in the palette. And I'm switching brushes one more time just to make sure I'm using a clean brush for this. I'm just using this color for my brow bone and the inner corner, just as the last step for the top lid. So you guys can see I have some fallout, but that's totally okay, because that's the best part of doing eyes first, is that you don't need to worry about messing up your foundation if you have fallout. Just take a makeup wipe. We're still gonna do the lower lash line, so we might get some more, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of a quick cleanup here. We're gonna repeat the exact same shadows that we did on the top lid to the bottom lash line, starting with that crease color, Sauced. And I'm sweeping this across my entire lid. I don't mind this being a little bit thicker, and I'm sweeping this across my entire lash line. I don't mind this being a little bit thicker because I personally prefer that more smoky look, but not everybody loves that. So you can keep this part super, super thin. Just switch up the brush that you're using. So I'm using kind of a thicker brush, but if you use a really thin brush, something more like this part can be really thin depending on what you want. So make sure you adjust the look to suit your style as well. But the idea is that we're going to copy the top colors underneath just to give, you know, that really sultry vibe. Next, I'm going in with our lid color, He Devil, starting from the outer corner. And I'm bringing this about 3/4 of the way in. I love the way this looks, guys. If you have blue eyes, hazel eyes, green eyes, these shadows will really, really make them stand out because it's just very complementary. If you have brown eyes, this will look beautiful as well. Now I'm taking the darkest color that we used, Ashes, and using that color just on the outer corner. So I'm not bringing it too far in. I don't want this look to be really, really dark or anything like that. So just on this outer corner, halfway in towards the center. And then the last part, I'm spraying my really small brush and dipping it into that shimmery shadow. I'm popping that right in the inner corner. We're gonna get a little bit of that beautiful shimmer. Love, that looks so pretty. I love my live reactions. Time for liner. I'm using this one from L'Oreal. It is the Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil in black. I really like this pencil because it has the consistency of a kohl pencil. So it's just like super rich and black, but it's longwear, which is awesome when you're using it in your waterline because you really do want it to last, since your waterline, you know, can sometimes dissolve pencils a lot quicker. So what I like to do is I just like to like really just smudge it in there, go all the way across, inner corner, outer corner, and then I kind of just pull a little bit, like very, very gently. Just drag the pencil across my lashes, so kind of just blends everything in. The black against these colors just makes these eyeshadow colors pop even more. I'm not gonna do any liner on my top lash line, but I am taking this pencil and just tight lining just to get it really black before I apply my lashes and do mascara. I don't know, I'm changing I can't talk while I'm doing this. I just really need to focus because I've definitely poked my eye out before doing this step. So please be careful. Since this is such a pretty eye look, I don't want to do heavy lashes that are going to take away from it. So instead I'm going to do a ton of mascara using the Lancome Monsieur Big and throwing on half lashes. So these are the Ardell 315s. They're just corner lashes, which are perfect for this. Don't forget to add mascara on your lower lashes just to balance out the look. It is time to bring this whole look together. So I'm gonna fast forward through the skin section, but I'm gonna show you guys the products that I'm using. For foundation, I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Liquid Foundation. For concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Complete Coverage Concealer. And then setting the entire look with my La Mer Loose Setting Powder. It is time to fix these brows, and I'm using two of my current favorite brow products. They're both from Benefit Cosmetics. The first one is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 4. And then over that, I'm using the 3D Brown Tones Gel, also in shade number 4. Both these products together give my brows a very natural finish. So all the products in the Give Me Brow collection from Benefit, the color that works for me the best is number 4. It's the closest match to my natural hair color. So once I have that, I go in with the 3D brows and just sweep that through. This just makes the brow look so much more natural. To sculpt my face and give my face a little bit of a natural contour, I'm using the NARS Laguna Bronzer. This is gonna give me just a very subtle color and give me a little bit of a contour as well. For blush, I'm using two of my current favorite blushes. I love these blushes from bareminerals. They are part of the Gen Nude collection, and I'm using two colors. The first one as a beige for days, and the second one Bellini Brunch, more as a pop color in the center of my cheek. I love the pigment on these blushes. It's actually, blush is kind of a tricky thing to find that's really good. There aren't a ton of blushes out there that I really love. These are definitely some of my favorites. They just blend really beautifully and they have a lot of great colors. For the lips, I wanted to come up with the perfect nude lip for this look, so hopefully this comes together. I kind of tested it on my hand, starting with one of my favorite nude lip liners. This is from bareminerals. It's their Gen Nude lip liner in the color Borderline. And then over that, I'm applying NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in Get It On. And then for a last little touch, I'm using the bareminerals gloss in Far Out, just in the center of my lips. I love the lip, guys. Success. Okay, let's finish off this look with a bit of highlight. I'm using this new one from NARS. It is their Fort de France highlighter. Also, as promised, guys, I'll be announcing the winner of my Neutrogena giveaway at the end of this video, so make sure you stay till the very end. This is such a pretty highlighter. I like to just apply wherever I see the light is naturally just hitting my face. So pretty. I think I said so pretty like, I don't know. Let's do a so pretty count. I've said it quite a few times in this video. Be sure to hit subscribe if you're new. Add me on Instagram at Eman. And of course, as promised, the winners of my Neutrogena giveaway are congratulations, babes. Be sure to check out the description box for all the info on what I need from you to claim your prize. And that's it. I really enjoyed doing this talk through video. I always feel way more connected with you guys when I just sit down and do my makeup with you. So this was awesome. I hope you guys love this look. Make sure you let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.